This episode has been sponsored by Erica Acosta from Modern Images, located in Harlingen, Texas, at 2305 East Harrison. Erica is a color specialist and Brazilian blowout certified. If you would like to set up an appointment, give her a call at 956 241 1973. Now back to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Primitive Minds and Recall Productions. Today I have Jacob from, dude, I don't even know how to pronounce your, is that your last name?
Yep, Jacob Vanknowe.
That's his name. I don't know how to, I'm not even going to take an attempt to freaking say that. But how's it going, man? How's the pandemic treating you?
We're doing okay. We've been able to kind of do a lot more stuff, kind of where we're switching gears and doing like more stuff like this and getting onto different shows and podcasts and doing more digital stuff and getting to do the online things a little more though.
Yeah, are you guys gonna be on Spotify soon or Apple Music?
Yes, so we're going to be working on a new album. We've already tracked most of the tracks for it at Amplified Wax Recording Studio for our brand new full 10-song album that we got coming out. We only have a couple more tracks to finish up on there, and then we'll be coming out with that. And with the release of the new album, we'll be coming out and distributing on all platforms.
And when do you think we'll be able to see that or hear that?
Well, I'm already dropping a couple of my acoustic singles right now, just in the meantime that I'm doing as a side project because due to some stuff going on with COVID, we had to delay the final recordings and stuff for the last couple of tracks on the album. So hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, we'll be finishing up the last of our tracking. And then, maybe let's say within a month or so after that, we'll be getting everything will be mixed, mastered, good to go, packaged, and then we'll have our CDs available. And at that time, we'll be getting it out to Spotify and all that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And
Heck yeah.
real quick, I want to take it back to the beginning and stuff, but how, who inspired you to, pick up the instrument? And I read that, you kind of play a little bit of everything, so that's pretty cool that you have that talent to, you could literally be your own band if you could.
Right.
So who inspired you to, learn all these music stuff, instruments?
Right. So what I would say pretty much the biggest influence for me just to even become a musician was my dad. And he actually still plays bass in the band and sings backup vocals and stuff. But when I was really little, he was in rock bands pretty much all of his life. And he used to live out in the East Coast and he would tour around there. And he actually got to play with some very cool bands like the band Extreme and Cheap Trick. He got to play with Cheap Trick and stuff back in the day with his old band. And so pretty much from a very early age, I would grow up and hear the band practice in the basement. And I'd go sit on the stairs and listen to it. And I was just immediately drawn into it and just amazed by music in general. And the more I get to get into it and I would get to see my dad play live and stuff, I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So yeah.
And you said that he plays in the band too, right? So
Yes.
I bet that's really cool that you guys are able to do something together musically.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's a great to get to share, being on stage and stuff like that with someone in your family like that. It's awesome.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. And when did you guys start playing as the band that you have right now?
We've only been probably doing this project for the last, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years. Me and my dad had tried to set up a couple of different bands previous to that, but nothing that we could ever get a solid lineup because we would write a bunch of songs and get material together. And then, the other musicians in the band would all kind of fall apart. And then me and my dad would just be figuring out, okay, well, how are we going to try and make a band up again? And so we've only been going with this project for the last 2 or 3 years, but now the lineup's completely solid. And yeah, and we've been moving forward, and I'm really excited with the progress that we've made and stuff in this amount of time.
Yeah, I was listening to the music last night, and man, I loved it. Uh, the early videos gave me a Metallica vibe.
Yeah.
I was just like, holy crap! Like this guy freaking related to Cliff or one of the guys from Metallica or something.
I wish.
I'm not even sure if Cliff is in Metallica. Maybe that's Megadeth, but
Oh no, he is. Yeah, he was the bass
he is, right. Okay, cool.
player.
I really don't know my music history as I should, so like all
Yeah.
they're kind of just in one big thing that could possibly go everywhere.
Right.
Down the Drain.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about that song, man?
Yeah, I would love to. So, Down the Drain is actually a track that my dad had originally written the lyrics and stuff for. And I kind of, added my own flavor to the guitar part and put in my own kind of spin on his original song and stuff and added some backup stuff. And the main theme of it for me was I had a very close relative of mine around that time when I decided to release the song with the video. Even though it was kind of an older song, I felt it was important to me to still be able to release the track
Yeah, definitely.
because I had a very close relative of mine pass away from a drug overdose. And really felt that, deep in my heart, and felt that it was, really important to write a song about it and get to say something, to the world just about my thought on it and everything like that. So,
Yeah, man. When I heard it, I was just. I mean, it didn't really click, and then at the end, when it said stuff about like that that little message you guys put at the end, I
mhm,
I literally had to go back and re-listen because it was just a deep song, and it's
right.
one of my favorite songs from you guys right now. So that's crazy, man. I'm pretty sure it's tough playing that live.
Oh yeah, yeah. We play it pretty much everywhere we go. It's one of our like we notice that the crowd really enjoys it. It's a high energy song live as well. So
That's awesome, man. And I'm really excited for this whole, this whatever's happening in the world, um, to disappear so that we can go back to shows. Because I really just want to go everywhere and see you and like 20,000 other bands. And
oh, seriously, yeah. I can't wait to get back to touring, and I can't wait to get back to seeing some concerts too.
yeah, man, I'm excited. And I was gonna go see him this moment in April, and well, that
Mm,
didn't happen. So
right.
and
Dang.
is there any possibilities for a virtual show?
Oh yeah, we've done a couple already that we've done live stream on Facebook, and actually we have one coming up on the 18th of December, and we're doing that with the people that put out the live streams with Musicians Hangout, and I believe they're based out of Tacoma, and we've done a couple of live stream concerts with them before, and it's been awesome and stuff, and a lot of people get on there, and there's been like really cool lineups where you can just watch like basically hours of music, of different music live on these streams. And we're going to be doing that. I believe our set time is like 6 o'clock, December 18th. And that'll be on all of our Facebook pages and stuff for me, and on like Jacob Vanknowe music on my music pages. And like, we'll probably try to share it on YouTube and stuff like that at Musicians Hangout. But yeah, me and Ray are going to be doing an acoustic performance for that.
That's
So
awesome.
for
I'm gonna,
sure.
it's gonna be six o'clock Eastern time, or
That's gonna be Pacific Standard Time.
oh, Pacific. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a quiet area because I'll be working that. Well, I won't be working that day, but I'll be celebrating my birthday on the 18th.
All right.
Yeah, my birthday was in March, but we
Celebrate
finally
you.
have some. We finally have a place where we can book my show or my
Cool.
birthday. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
it's finally happening. So, but I'm
Cool.
hoping to be able to catch that though, because
Yeah, well, and if you're not able to catch it live, it posts directly to all of our stuff as like a video as well, so it'll be
oh,
on
okay,
there. So
that sounds,
yeah,
and that sounds really fun.
cool, cool.
And before we get any further, here's a word from my sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Hendrix Entertainment, specializing in karaoke parties from the 70s, 80s, and 90s music. For booking, please call 956 325 5757. Now back to the show. And yeah, dude, and I know you've done music for the past 2 or 3 years, but is there a memorable moment in the last 3 years that kind of speaks out to you a little bit more?
Oh yeah, I have two that I'd like to bring up if I could, but pretty much it's like the last two that we did. I got to play this music festival in my hometown that I grew up going to pretty much all like every summer when I was a kid, and one memory I have is when I was really little. The Kiss, like one of the big Kiss tribute bands, the Kiss Army Band, was headlining one of the stages at this festival, and I got to see them. And as a little kid, I was like, "Oh, so that's what Kiss is like. That's awesome." And as I'm learning about rocking and rolling and being on the stage and performing and stuff like that, that's part of what kind of got me into wanting to do more with my stage show. And I, got to basically perform at that festival, and I got to see a picture of my face on like one of the big billboards where I had seen the Kiss Army on there in my town. And then when I was going there and I first saw the billboard, I was wearing a Kiss T-shirt, so it like brought it all around really weird and full circle for me. It was like kind of like a deja vu feeling I had for that.
That is
And
pretty cool.
right, it was awesome. And then I got to play at the Knitting Factory in Spokane, which is one of the bigger concert venues that local bands are able to perform at. And it was actually where I got to see pretty much one of my first, local concerts there, and go hang out with a bunch of my friends and stuff, and to get to play there and see all those people that I was going to concerts with when I was a young kid, hanging out in the crowd and getting to watch me perform. That was pretty amazing. So I was pretty stoked about that.
That's awesome, man. Those that sounds the first one. The first one is cool because, um, like nowadays, there's a lot of good bands that do covers. Like just uh, a few weeks ago, I saw a System of a Down band, and then there's a Slipknot and a Nirvana, and I think a Pro Jam. I have never seen the Pro Jam one, but
Yeah.
the System, Nirvana, and fuck, what did I say? System, Nirvana. Oh, I don't know. But
Jam. Yeah.
oh, System, Nirvana. God, I forgot. But those bands that are down here in South Texas, they kill it. The singer, the Nirvana cover band, holy crap, that dude sounds like Kurt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I'm like, whoa. But they're also making their own original music, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd be interested in checking that out too.
And the second part, like, you know, isn't that crazy how now it's kind of like, hey guys, come see me play.
I know.
Man, that's cool, man. You're living the dream.
For sure.
I wish I knew how to play an instrument.
Oh,
All I know how to do is talk. Oh wow, I put same the same question twice. Oh, and I saw that you had made a video for The Voice. How did that go, man?
yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I got to learn a lot of stuff about getting to become a better vocalist, and just working on the craft, and kind of what someone like that is going to want to expect on a caliber like that show. So I just wanted to make sure that I had fun, relaxed, didn't stress it too much, because when I did my audition videos, I was definitely very nervous.
Oh,
So
of
when I
course.
my final submission video, I was like, okay, we just got to relax, just let it happen. So it was good, and a lot of people got to check it out. It did really good online. Tons of people like checked it out and stuff. So I was really stoked about that. And we didn't make it very far past doing the first and second submission and all that on the like video thing they had it set up for. But I still think it's gonna be cool, and I might audition again. like next year or something like that.
Yeah, man, do it. That was a killer. That was a killer video that I saw. I was just like, holy crap! Like this dude,
Yeah.
this dude tried out for The Voice, and I'm talking to him in a few days.
Right, yeah, and it was cool. We put it on the YouTube and all that, and people were showing us a lot of love from around the world, so it was very cool.
That's awesome, man. And I really hope, next year when it happens again. Like I don't watch The Voice or anything. Well, actually, I don't watch TV, um,
Yeah.
but if you make it out there, dude, I'm gonna freaking watch that for you, and I'm gonna vote for you, even if
Heck
it
yeah.
costs me $1.
That would be so cool.
And what are the plans for 2021?
So, I mean, pretty much right now, I'm kind of just waiting to see what it's gonna, with the whole COVID situation, how regulations are, and what's really safe to do and what not to do, and all that. When it comes to booking tours, because last year our Hell Yeah and Back tour had over 52 shows in it. So we were really doing everything we could to get out in front of people last year and get, pack the rooms as much as possible all around the region. And, with this next year coming up, we may not be able to do that, which is why we're more interested in like doing the live stream concerts, especially going into 2021, and coming out with a lot of music video content and releasing music on the radio and getting stuff, in the independent circuits and podcasts and stuff like that. But I mean, as soon as everything is basically good to go again, we're getting basically like the green light that, okay, COVID isn't the situation that it is now. We're gonna light the torrent all the way back up. I want to do twice as much shows as I've ever done. So, but I just got to wait for it to, be something where it's a safe situation for people to come and enjoy us.
Yeah, well, you say you're in Washington, right? Um,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to come all the way to the tip of Texas and the very bottom next to Mexico so I can see you.
Yep.
I'm
Hey,
gonna make you work that hard.
if there's any venues that want us out there, we'll do it.
Yeah, man. Dude, I don't work at a venue, but it's a bar, but we book bands every weekend, so
Nice.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
we
I
have
work
to.
there.
That'd be cool to book a little stretch out that way too.
Yeah, tonight, Thursday, we're having open mic. It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
And you just released a song called Reconcile.
Yes, I did. Yeah, Reconcile. It's on our
Yeah.
YouTube now. That's acoustic track. Yeah.
Dude, I suck at freaking pronouncing words. Can you talk to me about that song a little bit?
Yeah. So that song's a really old acoustic track that I basically recorded, mixed, mastered, and did the whole thing myself on my phone in my apartment because I was just feeling something really, kind of intense. I had some kind of, I don't know, just like some really like deep thought that I was just feeling in at the time, and I was just thinking about all the things that were currently going on in my life, just growing up, making it through school, and just touring and chasing my dreams as a musician, and just I mean basically just anything going on in my life that I could just think of. I was like, okay, let's just put all of that into one coherent thought. And I that's kind of why I just did it like a really mellow acoustic song, and I wanted to make sure that like I recorded it all myself and did everything on it myself because
Yeah,
I felt like something that I had to bring forward like on my own, kind of. I don't know, just
yeah.
artistic, I
I
guess.
I, I really enjoyed that song, and that one's definitely gonna make the playlist. And
Cool.
and whenever you release your music on the streaming sites besides
Mhm.
YouTube, um, I'll be putting your music in a playlist. I have it on Apple Music and on Spotify. Uh,
Awesome.
it's just like all the bands that I've ever interviewed. So there's like 30 or 40 bands in there.
Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome.
yeah. So it's your music is gonna go on there whenever your music gets released to the public and the streaming sites. And before we get to the last question, here's a word from my sponsor. Would you like your cards read? If so, please contact Lady Isis at 956-292-6867. She also offers other services give her a call. And thank you for supporting the show. This question I like to ask it. It's more on the fun side, because anything could happen in this question. But if you were stuck in an elevator with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about?
Um, wow, that's a crazy question. It's a hard one because for me, it'd be a toss up between two people. It would be either Ozzy Osbourne or Ronnie James Dio, and I'd probably choose Dio just because Dio's not alive anymore, so that would be kind of more intense. And I would just want to talk to him just about like I don't know, just I guess about just like rock and roll, I guess. Just like what's the purest form of just literally rock and roll. And just yeah, just what does it mean to be a real rock and roll band?
That would be great.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, sucks. People, all the good musicians are gone, and fuck.
Oh, they're getting old. A bunch of them are just getting old. Having difficulties performing like they used to because it's like it's hard to just be that awesome way late into your
I know
stuff.
when the what was the last guy that passed away? Fuck, what was his name?
Well, I know Eddie Van Halen just passed
Yeah,
away.
Eddie Van Halen.
Hmm.
When I found out that Eddie Van Halen died, I'm like, okay, good. It's not Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
Let's not let that happen. We need to protect Eddie Vedder.
I know there's not much grunge left, huh?
Yeah. We need to protect Eddie Vedder as much as we need to protect Betty White.
Yeah, no kidding. That's funny.
And where can we find you?
Yeah, so pretty much you can check us out on all the free apps in the App Store. We went through recently and just decided that we were going to just develop a social media platform on basically everything we could find that's like free download on the App Store. So we got IG, yeah, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm on Snapchat, SoundCloud, Audio Mac. Pretty much, yeah, anything you can think of. It's if you can download it for free on the App Store, we're on it. So we're
Yeah,
just basically working on getting like Spotify and Apple Music and all that. So
that's gonna be fun.
all
And
we so yeah,
I'm honestly excited for you guys to be on those platforms on Spotify and Apple Music. And
for sure.
I'm excited to, listen to that whole album that you guys are creating right now because I really enjoyed the music that I heard these past few days. And man, they're everybody better be ready.
All right, it's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited for this album too, and we have some very cool feature work and stuff we do with some other artists on this album as well. So I'm stoked. It's
That's
gonna be a work yet, I think. So
that's cool, man. I'm excited, and it was nice talking to you. And everybody, check him out, Jacob Vanknowe. I think I said it right.
yep.
Uh, he's everywhere. And remember, everybody, that without music, life would be a mistake.